Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 2-Minute Emergency. Let me start by saying I am so excited today because this is actually my 50th episode, a great milestone to reach. So today's subject is food allergies. Now, I'm talking about food allergies because this is actually National Asthma and Allergy Awareness Month throughout the month of May. So I've talked about different things asthma in the past, but I don't know that I spoke specifically about food allergies. So that's what I want to discuss today. Let me start by saying I have food allergies. So I found out that I am allergic to coconut. I found that out. I never liked it as a child, so I never really ate it and didn't think much of it. But as I got older, I decided to try Thai food, and I'm always been adventurous with food. And I had some good old Thai curry. Well, that curry did not do well with me. And it caused all of the symptoms that you would have with an allergic reaction. So what are the reactions you get to food allergies? Well, they're pretty much the same as you would get to allergies to most things. So that usually starts off with a runny nose. You may feel some nasal congestion. You may have itching, rash, leading to hives, redness, all of those uncomfortable things. And typically, if it's a regular food allergy, it starts about anywhere from right away to 30 minutes and even up to 2 hours after you've ingested whatever the food is. So when you come into the emergency department for a food allergy, usually it's up to you to be the detective to figure out what's causing the problem. You have to go back in your mind and remember what you ate, and then you usually have the result yourself. But you can have an allergy to something that develops all of a sudden. So it can be a food that you've eaten for years and never had a problem, and all of a sudden you get this allergic reaction. So how does an allergic reaction happen? Well, if it's something that you've eaten before, your body, for some reason, changes and decides, I think this is something that may be bad for me. So what it produces is antibodies against that food. Those antibodies are immunoglobulins. So the first time you have it doesn't cause many problems. What happens is you're then exposed to it another time. Your body already recognizes this right away, and you already have some of those IgEs, immunoglobulin, in your system, and it starts with a histamine reaction. So histamine is what gives us those symptoms. Now, a severe food allergy is called anaphylaxis, and that is the life-threatening form of allergies. Now, people have anaphylaxis to multiple things, not just food. Some people can have it to medicine. Some people can have it to chemicals. Latex is actually one of the most common things that cause anaphylaxis. So when anaphylaxis occurs, you just don't have those uncomfortable signs. You also have things like a drop in your blood pressure. You develop a weak pulse. You start having difficulty breathing, not just from the congestion, but you actually have tongue swelling, lip swelling, and throat swelling. So your airways become constricted and it becomes more and more difficult for you to breathe. As you can imagine, this constellation of symptoms is what can lead to death. So if you have those symptoms, you need emergency care immediately. Now, the treatment for that is epinephrine. And many people who have been diagnosed with severe food allergies or allergies to other things carry what's called an EpiPen with them all the time. And that is so important. Now, many times, if it's a food allergy, you can pretty much get away with knowing, once you know what it is and what you establish the cause, carrying your EpiPen is always going to be important, but you always make sure if you're eating something that's different, you ask, especially if you're at a restaurant, you're at someone's home. Even though you may seem like you're being intrusive, you want to ask, okay, just to make sure, whatever I'm eating, does it include X problem? That's what I do pretty much everywhere I go, because I have found that coconut is in so many different foods. Well, right now, as we know, coconut is the popular thing between coconut milk and coconut water. And a lot of people are looking at it as a healthier alternative using coconut oil. So I have to ask for everything. Matter of fact, as a chocolate lover, some of my favorite chocolates, or I should say not my favorite chocolates, but the chocolates that are most common have coconut oil as well. So I carry my EpiPen with me. That being said, that needs to be administered right away because, as I said, if it gets worse, it can be fatal. In addition to that, we also have to treat your other symptoms in the emergency department. So just to go back and reiterate, food allergies can be fatal. They may be small for some people, and some people may just have an itchy tongue from time to time when they eat a certain thing. Very common with nuts or berries, melons, things like that. Don't take that for granted. I know many people are like, oh, I love strawberries, even if they give me an itchy tongue. It's not worth it. They say, oh, I'll take Benadryl right after. You don't know when that mild symptom is going to become something major and turn into anaphylaxis. And if you don't have access quickly to epinephrine or medical care, you're taking your life into your own hands. So just to let you know who I am once again, because I don't think I introduced myself at the beginning. I am Dr. Leslie, board-certified emergency physician, best-selling author, international speaker, and professional photographer. And I bring you these tips to help keep you healthy, safe, and out of the emergency department. So until next time, please stay safe and avoid anything that causes you to have any of these symptoms. Take care for now. Bye-bye.